We are all familiar with crackdowns on speeding. We've talked about photo radar numerous times this year. Parking fees and fines, all regular items on the agenda at City Hall, but rarely have idling vehicles had such a moment in the municipal spotlight. Last month, city staff proposed a new bylaw that would limit the time drivers could idle to just 1 minute on moderate days. Today, city officials reversed course but did impose new limits for more extreme weather. Drivers will still be able to idle their vehicle for a maximum of 3 minutes when the temperature is between 0 and 27 degrees. But that limit will jump to 10 minutes when temperature is colder than 0 or warmer than 27 degrees. Got all that? CTV's Austin Lee out speaking with drivers today and joins us live with more on this. Austin.
Yeah, Patricia, the city has had an idling bylaw since 2007, but it's really rarely enforced, and it was only for the temperature when that was between 5 and 27 degrees. So today, Mayor Mark Sutcliffe pointed out the fact that there are about 200 days, roughly, a year, where the original bylaw didn't affect idling vehicles. But really, the purpose of this bylaw is to educate drivers.
Did you know that there was an idling bylaw here?
No.
Were you aware that it carries potentially a $500 fine?
No.
Despite being in place for more than 15 years, the city's idling bylaw doesn't seem to be common knowledge. And even with a few changes from city officials to crack down on idling, some drivers have concerns.
I know what they're trying to do, but I mean, it's just another law that they can't enforce. I mean, they're going to have people walking around, oh, you're idle for 4.5 or 5 minutes. You won't know that.
And those questions about enforcement are warranted. Over the past 5 years, the city has issued an average of just 7 tickets per year. But Mayor Mark Sutcliffe says the move is more about sending a message.
The signal that we've sent is that we don't want people to idle their cars. Even on cold and hot days, there's a limit to what they should be doing. We know that there's not going to be a huge amount of enforcement of this bylaw, as there wasn't much in the past either. The important thing is that we're setting a tone.
This is the second time this year the idling bylaw has come up at City Hall, and it seems to already be having an impact on how some drivers are rethinking their habits.
I guess it did, because even this morning when I was doing daycare drop-off and dropping my husband off at work, I thought about, how long have I been sitting here? So, yeah, I did think about it.
There are some exceptions to the rules. Emergency vehicles, mobile workshops, and farm vehicles don't have to follow the limit. And it's not just Ottawa looking to crack down on idling. Toronto, Vancouver, and Kelowna all have an idling maximum of just 1 minute.
So if you can not idle for any amount of time, that's the best way to go. I know sometimes it's difficult, but we all have to do what we can, right?
And today's motion also directs city staff to focus on public education campaigns in areas where idling is the most of an issue. So, for example, schools and construction sites. Patricia.
CTV's Austin Lee, not sitting idle for us today, as usual. Thanks so much for this.